right, y'all. Barbers Club. We got Greenwood whiskey here. We sitting around and we gonna take a shot of it. We gonna taste it and just try to see what it is. I got my man KG right here, who is the one of the founders and owners and creators of it. He gonna tell us a little bit about it. Pass around. Can you see it? Oh man, can you see it pretty good? All right. He gonna let me let him hold it for a second and just tell us a little bit about it. I got a couple, answer a couple questions about it.
Absolutely. I hold it all the time. I think somebody else need to hold it,
Yeah,
But
back to me. I don't mind. Let Joe hold
listen,
it.
definitely.
Joe hold it.
The hold to it. So no, kind of like you said, Jay. This is my baby here. This is our baby Greenwood whiskey.
Okay.
The journey we've been at this for 3+ years, actively attempting to bring a whiskey to the market. And it's been a lot of challenges, but we're excited because it's finally here. Like we launched in the Atlanta market last week.
Okay.
So and it's been great reviews. Everything has been positive. So we're excited, man, and just ready to keep going.
Okay.
And I'm excited about having y'all taste it, man. Get some feedback. We got a whiskey connoisseur over here. Gentlemen who like to drink.
Like bust it open.
Y'all know the audience, yeah. Bust that bad boy open, and we start sipping here. We got now. We got to tap the bottle now. See, this is what you do. You got to bless the bottle.
Okay, everybody do.
Everybody bless the bottle before we crack it open.
He hit it twice.
Exactly. Here we go. There we go. Perfection. I'm gonna let you do the honor.
And just real quick to kind of let folks know who we got here. We got L that's been a member here with Barbers Club forever. Really, years, man. 6, 7, 8 years, 9+ years. We got Joe. Joe has also been a member of Barbers Club forever. Again, man, been knowing Joe 6, 7 years. We got KG. KG has been a member, and he's been here probably about 4 or 5 years since I've been over in a newer location, right? Yeah, so we, I see these guys. Oh, we got Onk. I can't skip Onk. Onk is just an honorary member of Barbers Club, and he is one of our elders that give us wisdom and information to keep us sharp in our minds. So I'm gonna go ahead on and open this up. Okay, fairly easy to open. So for the alcoholics, you ain't gotta struggle to get it open. Pops open, and you can hear it pop.
Y'all heard that? That's all I need to hear.
Anybody want to smell it before we go? Pass it around.
So what you're gonna smell is hints of vanilla as far as aroma. Aroma, you'll get a little bit of vanilla on the nose.
I can smell it too. I smell the apple. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it real simple.
Yeah.
A little shot glass. Pour up a little bit. Everybody put it on pause.
And while you guys are pouring, just to give you a little bit of background, this is a rye whiskey. So it's 51% rye, 49% corn is the mash bill. It was aged 2.5 years in American oak barrels. So 30 months. This has been sitting in a barrel, what you're about to taste.
For 30 months. Sitting in
30
the barrel.
months sitting in a barrel, right?
Now, waiting on you.
And so for us, like I mentioned, you'll get the vanilla aroma on the nose. Now, taste-wise on the palate, I want y'all to give me feedback on what you taste, but our formula, we pretty much have, you'll taste cherry wood, some butterscotch, and hint of citrus. So let's cheers.
Cheers, long life, longevity, and good health.
Absolutely.
Smooth. That's the first thing that I taste, that it's smooth. It ain't hard to go down, and I don't even have no ice.
I hear a lot of lip smacking. Is that a good thing?
I I taste it.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
I mean, is it a formula to tasting liquor like it is wine? Because wine, you got to stir it 200 times, sniff it, swallow your spit, then drink it.
There's definitely a process, but how I look at it, whatever your process is the best process. So if you want to take it back, you take it back. You want to put a little bit on your nose, you do that. Whatever works for you. right?
When you said that it's aged 2 years, that's local, right?
So it's aged in Indiana, but it's bottled and formulated here in Decatur, actually. So we're a hometown Atlanta-based company.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
Y'all bottle it
appreciate
here in Decatur.
Yeah, right over in Decatur.
Wow. So somewhere in Decatur, they got a whole bunch of liquor bottles staring up here. A lot of people got.
Yeah, a lot of liquor bottles staring at our distillery.
Where did you have the lunch at?
So we officially haven't had our launch party yet. So we haven't had a launch function yet. It was scheduled. Things kind of got moved around, with COVID and so forth. But we're gonna announce it in the upcoming weeks. So we're looking like we're probably gonna do it like right the first week in December. The holiday time, officially get out. So obviously everyone's welcome to come.
Yeah,
Come and check it out.
You gonna check it out?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Come and check it out. We
Now,
appreciate
tell me
the
this.
support.
I do have something to say.
Of course.
I'm not going to put shade on anybody else's,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm drinking Greenwood right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to put shade on anybody else's. This has flavor and it's smooth. It doesn't have a burn. And it's like Suntory as far as going down.
Mm-hmm.
And as Suntory's a premium, I guess so is Golden.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of another one that I like.
Uh-huh.
So that's why when I first sipped it, I said, I was actually in D.C. at the Congress Bar. And I walk in and I say, well, let me get this.
Mm-hmm.
And the bartender says, no, I'm going to give you that.
Yeah.
And he poured some Valentine.
Okay.
And then he looked at me and says, now, do you want that? I'm not going to tell what it was.
Yeah, I was just about that.
And this is smoother than Valentine. So all people that drink Scotch and whiskey, this is smoother than Valentine.
Wow.
That's rare here right there.
I'm not an alcoholic. It's just I have a family that drinks Scotch and whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we started off, sitting on my grandfather's lap with whiskey and cream.
Mm-hmm.
And he poured whiskey in, pour some cream in there, mix it up, and I'd be sitting on his lap while I'm sipping that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hurting people's feelings about politics. But this is really smooth. It really is smooth. It really is good. And it's flavorful. And like I said, I wasn't going to throw shade on any other premium liquors or standards. But this is something to taste. It really is because it's smooth and it has flavor.
Tell us about how the name was created.
Yeah. So
Wow.
for us, it's 4 co-founders, including myself, and kind of like how the story. I tell everybody, our story starts like every entrepreneur journey. A bunch of guys like this sitting around having drinks, talking about how much we want to do something else with our lives, like just burnt out from work.
Right.
So it was like, all right, what is that next thing, right? So looking at it, we all wanted to take the entrepreneurial journey. We realized that we like to drink. So it kind of fell into our lap that, hey, let's try this. Let's do a whiskey, something that's different, and put all of our energy behind it. Because the reality in the market, the African American community spends $4 billion a year on alcohol, right? But we're not represented as a supplier in the market. You don't hear too many, black-owned brands that supplying product. So for us, it was like, hey, this is an opportunity for us to be one of the trailblazers and, and do the best that we can to provide a product that we would enjoy. So from that, the inspiration came from the Greenwood District, right? So that's why we applied the name. So the Greenwood District is a neighborhood in Oklahoma. And in 1906, this neighborhood had the largest concentration of African American owned businesses in the U.S. It was later nicknamed Black Wall Street.
Oh, so it's also.
Tulsa, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
So Black Wall Street inspired the brand.
This is a book too. Not sorry to interrupt, but we really promote education in Barbers Club and try to share as much knowledge as we possibly can. And this is a book that he's speaking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and this is a book called Death in the promised land, and it's about the Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Tulsa race riots, 1921. So, just
because that's the other part of the story, right? Like, it was Black Wall Street, thriving community banks, hospitals, hotels, you name it, pharmacies, lawyers. Like, it was over, I think, like 900 various different businesses there, and it was a self-contained community. And later on, 1921, it was burnt to the ground, right? Because of race riots. So for us,
massacre. Don't even call it a riot.
Yeah.
Because a riot means somebody's fighting back. It was a massacre because they were minding their own business and the trouble came to them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what happened. So for us, we want to pay homage to these entrepreneurs, like, because in reality, like, they created businesses and created an ecosystem during the toughest of times, right?
Yes.
So that paved the way for us to do anything we want to do right now. We're walking in those huge footsteps. So for us, that's why we named it Greenwood Whiskey, and a way for also to share the story, right? So, people who aren't familiar with it, they get the whiskeys, like you're getting more than, whiskey, you're also getting the story behind the brand, some history. And we took it one step further because we wanted to pay it forward, right? So a portion of the proceeds from our sales goes to nonprofit organizations that invest underserved communities, the Black community, and various different educational resources. So,
cheers to that.
So, it's a lot, behind the name for us. It meant something to it.
I'm drinking this.
Drinking and eating.
I'm drinking mine, me too. That's how I
And
drink.
what I'm saying is this: it's flavorful. It's flavorful. I grew up with men that drank whiskey,
Yeah.
and it wasn't that they walked around with bottles and tossing bottles up. They drank in shot glasses, and they sat around and talked. And I was a little kid, and I wasn't allowed to go play when the men talked because the men sat in the living room and when we were in the kitchen. And that's what I grew up in that era.
Yeah.
I'm kind of old, right?
We all kind of old. I'm old as dirt right now. God.
And the thing is, my cousins and myself, we were supposed to listen to what was going on, right? And I'd wait for Grandpa to get his drink, pour a little cream in and sit up, sit on his lap and sip,
Yeah.
right? And do what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about things, talking about growth.
Absolutely. And hopefully we could do more of that with this,
I mentioned before, I left a lot of standards alone. This is something that I like.
Thank you.
And where can we purchase it?
So right now we're in over 25 stores in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, between Tulsa and Oklahoma City.
Wow.
Here locally in Atlanta, we're in 12 locations. Here locally in Atlanta. So if you're you can go to our website actually kind of to see the list of stores. I don't want to leave anybody out. I'll start forgetting. But yeah, so like I said, we launched last week in 12 different locations. So it ranges from liquor stores to bars and lounges. And put it like this: if we're not there, ask for us, because that's how we get there, right? So if you ask for Greenwood at your local liquor store, bar, lounge, and then we'll figure it out and get there, and we'll definitely appreciate that.
Are you able to discuss the pricing points on it?
Oh yeah. So it retails now $29.99 a bottle.
Oh, man,
So $30 a bottle at your liquor store is where is the price point. So our goal, we wanted to provide quality product, but didn't necessarily want to put it in a price point where I can only buy it for special occasions.
Right.
That's
why I was.
Yeah, it's like we want to have it. It's called a celebration whiskey, but we think that you should be celebrating every day. Not necessarily maybe drinking every day. I'm not saying that, but you should be celebrating life every day. So
I didn't even look at the proof. What proof is it?
So it's 84 proof, 42% ABV.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I'm a lightweight when it comes to whiskey, but whiskey is my favorite drink. I gravitated more towards Knob Creek. That's usually my bag. But I'm feeling this, and like you said, it goes down pretty smooth, so I don't have to really cut it with nothing. Because like I said, I am a lightweight.
Yeah.
So that's a win-win for me.
This dude always talking about how much he a lightweight.
Yeah.
After he done drunk several.
He said he called out Knob Creek quickly. Like, lightweight is relative, right? Exactly. I'm gonna have a little bit more. I don't mind.
Now let me ask y'all this, man. Since I know we gonna cut the time because we're not gonna take too much time. But I had one of my clients is a doctor, and he work. I guess a lot of doctors work with medicine or whatever the case may be. But I think he's more of a cancer, is his specialist or whatever. But he came to me and asked me if my guys would want to take the COVID vaccine, right?
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. Let me ask him, right? So I'm asking, right? Would y'all take the COVID vaccine when it becomes available? Because his thing is that it's going to be expensive. He's trying to do something to help people who cannot afford it, you know, and he want to make it readily available. He said he's going to churches and other community, you know, programs, whatever the case may be, barbershops, hair salons, and he's trying to, you know, be able to provide the vaccine to these people for free. So he wanted to know if y'all gonna take it.
You know, most people from where I'm from are
Which is where?
conspiracy.
From where?
Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
I was born in Pittsburgh, man. Yeah, we had.
So a lot of them feel like when it does come out, they're not going to take the first batch because they don't know whether it was just pushed out to say there is a vaccine or whether it actually works. So a lot of people that I know are somewhat hesitant to take the first batch of vaccines that come out. That you know that comes out and is available to the masses.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's valid, right?
And y'all weigh in. If anybody watching this live or even see this post, I want y'all to weigh in. Would y'all take the vaccine? Let me know. Yes or no.
Yeah. No, that's valid. I mean, you kind of want to, like, nobody wants to be the guinea pigs, right?
Right.
You know, and
You know, we got the Tuskegee
Oh,
experiment
right.
and everything
Oh,
else. So
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in the service, you know, and the thing is, I gotta say this first. I can't knock what's gonna save people's lives, really. But I myself, I probably wouldn't take it. And I probably wouldn't have to. I've been through too much. I should be dead already. So, really. But what I'm looking at is when I was in Marine Corps, when everybody had to go get shots, and I said no. And they tried to give me a direct order and asked me why. And I said because of Tuskegee experiment, they didn't slip out the line. Because I just didn't trust what was going on at that time.
exactly.
Yeah.
But with this thing, we have millions of people that's affected and hundreds of thousands of people that's dying. And those people do need something to help.
Yes.
It's not me. I mean, I'm getting ready to shut my breath down and y'all can have it. Right? But it's not going to be me. But I'll give my blood where they can test it on me to see if it's effective.
Yeah.
I'll do that. You can tell your doctor, I'll give a pint.
Mm.
And they get, you know, like, they can.
How much is that a lot?
I'll give a pint of blood.
I don't know.
What they would do is this. They would put the vaccine in the blood and then put the COVID in the blood.
Let's
To
see
see
if
if it's
it's
effective. I'll do that.
But you're not gonna put the COVID in you.
No, I got too many things wrong.
Okay. All right. So we got now we passed. We got what?
Man, I
You
don't
gonna
even get a flu
pass.
shot. So
You gonna pass?
I'm the same way.
Yeah. I don't even
Honestly, I probably pass on it.
I just feel like, man, that's a point where it forces you to just become, you know, just like watch, enrich your immune system. You know, taking proper vitamins, etc. But
We gonna pass. I think.
I'm not taking. No.
Yeah, we got most people. I think everybody gonna pass. But I mean, if y'all, you know,
But that's
it's not on. It's not.
the reason being is because of what we had at the highest office of the land. If that wasn't so sporadic and just unbalanced, you would have more faith in maybe, you know, taking it. But because this man was trying to push this vaccine out before November 3rd, just so he could say that I have the cure.
Well,
And
it
it
don't
helped-
take
it helped
take
move
several
forward.
years to make a vaccine
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying.
And we haven't. It hadn't
Yes,
been
That's what
nowhere
I'm
near.
saying. Because it didn't take as long as a normal vaccine takes, it just makes you extra skeptical about making that move. Now, if your respiratory system is under fire and you're in trouble and you're in one of the ICUs or something like that.
Then you're at risk.
Yeah.
So explain this to me. Donald Trump had COVID allegedly, and I mean he was pretty straight. I mean he's straight now. He's an older guy and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
the thing.
I mean, what did they do for him? What did they give
Let me ask
him?
you a question before you answer that question. Will you take it anyway if it took 3 years, 2-3 years? Will you take it? Because then by taking it, in a sense, are you then trusting the higher ups? Are you trusting America?
I would take it if I found myself in trouble.
No, so like you're not in trouble.
I was saying, well, no, I don't even take flu
You're not
shots.
pressed.
I don't take flu shots.
So
I never.
So you're not trusting them.
Not necessarily. I just never
Definitely
been a
not
flu
this.
shot.
You're not trusting.
Definitely not this.
I don't want to slam your friend, the doctor. Right?
Well, don't slam.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna slam him.
Okay.
What I have a fear of, because like I know my time is short. Hopefully God grants me more. But during when I was born, I'm a child of the '60s. I was born in 1960. Right? They had something going on that we found out 10 years later called eugenics, and things were given to other people that wasn't given to ours and it affected us. And there has to be somebody standing there at that gate, guarding, making sure that that doesn't happen again.
Right.
Because you create a calamity to process what you want to process. Before this came out, you had several people speaking about depopulation.
Fit in the herd.
Yeah, you had several people.
Bill Gates.
Mr. Bill Gates was talking about depopulating the world.
Yeah, it was.
At the 5G summit, they were talking about depopulation. What does depopulation mean? Maybe I'm not that bright. It means killing people. It means culling people. The word is culling. Right?
Maybe this is a blind side to this COVID, because 5G, you just made a point. A lot of 5G went up in the last 2-3 months. I've been seeing a lot.
Yes.
You know, and then a lot of people forget, man. Yeah, I don't care about birds, but I think it was like
Thousands
We
of
don't care
birds.
about birds,
Thousands.
man. We do care about
No, I mean it's
But thousands of birds.
thousands of them
I
died.
remember
Boom.
that. Just like,
Okay.
Yeah, when the
and
5G was
some
on.
the fish in fish too, right?
I can't remember. I didn't like reference.
When
this,
it
but
started happening,
bird was real.
we noticed that whales were beaching themselves
Yeah, they was
more,
beaching
more,
themselves.
more often.
Crazy.
We noticed that
Crazy.
the birds were dying. They were flying in different directions, right? Not going to where they're supposed to go. My thing is this: we do some things that we call, enlightening ourselves and making society grow. But that we're not the society they was talking about.
So in short, we pretty much don't trust the vaccine at this point enough to take it, unless it's a life or death situation, and we like, well, I'm already about to die anyway, so I'll try.
Right.
But other than that, we not taking. Okay, all right.
My father died of pancreatitis. My uncles all dead of pancreatitis. I almost died of pancreatitis. And the only thing that they had that they didn't have when my father died just years before I got COVID was a pain medicine that they gave that kept you from going into shock and getting a heart attack. And they gave me that on a drip. And when they gave me my prescription, the pharmacist at CVS called the police because they didn't believe they gave it to me, but I needed it because pancreatitis is your body shooting hydrochloric acid into it and eating itself. They gave me Delorean, which calmed me down, and I thought I was going to get addicted to it. My pain level was too high for me to get addicted to it. They released me with 90 Deloreans. People were calling me up trying to buy them. I had 90 of them. I wasn't giving nothing away because I needed them.
Yeah.
Because the pain is so bad, it's like someone sticks a hot red knife in your back and breaks it off. You can't touch it because it's in your back. The operation they did, they had to take my insides out and cut it off. Yes. So my thing is this: we have to be careful, and for the sake of our kids, let this stuff get tested. Let this stuff work on a patient. Give me 100 patients. We already had hundreds of thousands die, and
We're over 250 now.
Give me 100 patients.
250,000.
Give me 100 patients that have COVID that's in the hospital. Give it to them and let me see 100 out of 100 do better
But that's the way
and
it's
get
played.
rid of it. And that,
Governor
give a
Cuomo was
clinical
talking
trial.
about that in New York. How they understand that, I guess the executive office is trying to release it now. But he said even when we get it from them, we're still going to do our own separate testing just to make sure that it's on the level. So, and he's a white man, and so he's not even trusting what's coming from
Well, Cuomo don't trust Donald Trump at all because he can throw him anyway. None of them Cuomo's, period. So, all right. Well, we'll wrap it up, man, because I know these guys got places to go and stuff like that. I want to thank anybody that was joining us live. Cheers. Greenwood again is amazing, phenomenal, smooth. Got us up in here talking. And look, this is what we doing to the bottle, and we not even trying. All right. So
maybe get a game of spades or something.
Yeah. This bottle will be gone. We'll be about 2 or 3 of these bottles easy. So it's Greenwood whiskey, handcrafted collection, 42 proof alcohol by 84 proof, but it's 42% alcohol by volume. And this is the 750 milliliter size, and it's going for
$29.99.
$29.99. So go get it, y'all. Support this brother and other brothers like him that's doing their thing.
Make sure you come back here and you let us know when the event is, when this is going to be released.
Yes,
absolutely.
I want to be.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely, I'll do that. Got my word. Thank you, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
Wagwan.
So what we got?
Hey, this is cool.
There we go.
I can't believe you ain't
So,
even come over
in
here, fam.
video?